Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Derek Martinez. A man involved in a Hazleton shooting last year will stand trial this November. 23-year-old Gendry Samuel Rodriguez Contreras is accused of opening fire at the rear of 199 South Wyoming Street in Hazleton on October 7, 2022, after a drug deal had gone bad. 22-year-old Felix Dinney was also killed in the shooting, and 23-year-old Rochelle Angel Reyes Cruz was wounded. Following a status conference on Monday morning, Contreras' trial date has been left unchanged at November 4th. A pre-trial conference is also scheduled for October 15th. Contreras is an undocumented immigrant who was also wanted for murder in the Dominican Republic. He has been charged with murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and aggravated assault in connection to the Hazleton shooting. Contreras is currently being held at the Luzerne County Correctional Facility without bail. Hazel Township Fire and Rescue were dispatched to a motor vehicle fire Monday evening in Hazel Township. Crews were called to the area of 1052 South Church Street around 8 p.m. for a working vehicle fire endangering a commercial structure. No injuries have been reported. The cause of the fire is still unknown at this time. The annual Chips Trot and Brew will once again be taking place in Cunningham on Saturday, August 17th, starting at 11 a.m. The annual event is a 1.5-mile novelty race where participants travel through the streets of Cunningham into each of the 6 designated spots, purchase a draft beer or soda, and continue to the finish line. Chips is partnering with the Helping Hand Society to organize the event, and we spoke with Chips president Joshua Youngcourt about the different stops along the race.
So they're going to start down at the CVCO building. From there they will go up to Cousin Joe's, and then they will have a stop by the Cunningham Library for Sally Purcell's, and then they'll go up to the Valley Vets, and then they'll come back down to Brass Buckle, and then they will go over to Cunningham Brewery, and I'm sorry, I forgot, the first stop is actually Full Clips.
First and second place prizes will be given out to winners of the race, as well as age group awards in intervals of 10 years. While many participants will be running the course in the hopes of winning, Youngcourt said that many just like to walk and enjoy the day.
So you don't have to run the event, you can walk it. So there's groups of people that walk with their friends, and I'm sure have great conversation in a beautiful valley and just help this great organization.
Youngcourt also told us about the new addition to the event this year.
So this year a little bit different. Friday night we're opening up the CVCO building for Tricky Trays from 6 to 8 p.m. So people could come in and participate or just buy some chances on some Tricky Trays and hopefully help out the organization that way if they can't make the race.
Proceeds from the Tricky Trays and the event will go to the Helping Hand Society. Marketing coordinator for the Helping Hand Society, Angelina Sciano DeCola, also spoke with us about her favorite part of the event.
So my favorite part organizing this event will just be working with a bunch of awesome people. I've got to work alongside all of the CHIP members, Helping Hands members, and it's just going to be a super fun event that will have a lot of runners just, walking, running, drinking. It's just a fun event.
Sign-ups for the Trot and Brew can be found on the event Facebook page, as well as runsignup.com by searching for Chips Trot and Brew in the search bar. Sign-ups will be available until the day of the race on August 17th. However, the sign-up fee will increase from $20 to $25 on August 13th. Registrations for the Trot and Brew begin on August 17th at 9 a.m. The race begins at 11 a.m. Participants must be 21 or older to enter. Coming up on Wyln News, crews work to take out a fire in Scranton. Plus, the United Way of Greater Hazleton is once again holding a backpack drive. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the Wyln Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
The Lehigh Valley Health Network and Jefferson Health have come together, 2 leading health systems dedicated to improving the well-being of our communities and offering you a broader access to uncompromising high-quality care, stronger together for you. want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts, just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Like and follow WYLN News on Facebook for the WYLN News Midday Update, posted daily between noon and 2 p.m., powered by Lehigh Valley Health Network. When it's serious, there's only one health network with seriously innovative health institutes. Lehigh Valley Health Network, your health deserves a partner. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969. WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Welcome back to WYLN News. Crews responded to a fire in Scranton Monday evening. Scranton firefighters were called to the hill section for a reported porch fire on Prescott Avenue. Upon arriving at the scene, crews found heavy fire blowing out the back of a 3-story brick row home as they called for more support units. Crews were able to extinguish the blaze before it spread to neighboring buildings. No injuries have been reported, and the cause of the fire is unknown at this time. The United Way of Greater Hazleton will once again be holding a back-to-school backpack drive at Catholic Social Services. Volunteers will be stuffing backpacks on Friday, August 9th at 1 p.m., where they will then be handed out on Tuesday, August 13th, and Wednesday, August 14th. Last year, the United Way handed out over 800 backpacks filled with supplies to students in need. This year, the goal is to pack 1,500 backpacks. Donations to the United Way can be made at unitedwayhazelton.org/donate now. Catholic Social Services is located at 106 South Church Street in Hazleton. The National Weather Service has issued a flood watch in parts of Carbon, Lackawanna, and Luzerne counties. The flood watch went into effect this afternoon at 3 p.m. and is expected to continue until 2 a.m. Excessive runoff from the rain may result in several rivers, creeks, and streams to flood throughout the area. Storm drains and ditches may also become clogged with debris. It is advised to be alert for any late forecast changes and to be prepared to take action should a flood watch warning be issued. Coming up on Freeland's News Choice, Chris Fulmer leads us down the path through history with Lansford Part 2. Plus, we join Trooper Anthony Petrosky for Trooper Talk Tuesday. And stay right here on WYLN. We'll be right back.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
Attention WYLN viewers, WYLN TV can now be seen on the Hazleton Service Electric Cablevision HD tier, channel 507, and over the air at 35.1. WYLN, we're your local network. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Are you waking up in the morning with sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I end up going to a dentist and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found this, the Brux night guard. This was a game changer. It's smaller than other night guards that I tried, which is a good thing because it doesn't make me gag. It could fit on the top or the bottom of the teeth. It's lightweight and super comfortable. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
Go to bruxnightguard.com and use the promo code to activate your special TV offer. That's bruxnightguard.com. Order today and take advantage of this special TV offer. Your teeth will thank you for it in the morning.
This week on Let's Talk Chiropractic, I'm going to be all by myself. I'm going to entitle this show Confessions of a Chiropractor. I want you to get behind the scenes, see what I see. So stay tuned. I will make it as good as I can of a show for you.
In 1876, the various patch towns in the Panther Valley decided to follow through on Asa Lansford Foster's vision and merged into a single community. And as a tribute to Foster's dream, a unified borough was named Lansford in his honor. The Lehigh Coal Navigation Company remained the town's primary employer, but other businesses would soon carve their stake in the community. One of these was J.C. Bright's department store, which opened in July 1884 at the corner of East Ridge and Spring Garden Streets. It was such an immediate success that was quickly moved into a larger building further down Ridge Street. In addition to supplying residents with clothing, furniture, and appliances, Bright's also originally doubled as a Lehigh Coal Navigation Company store, where miners could purchase items on credit. Bright's was the seminal place to shop in the Panther Valley for decades, and was a keystone of Lansford's downtown up through 1976, when the store was merged with its Lehighton branch into a single store in the latter town's Carbon Plaza Mall. The combined Bright store closed for good in March 1995. Mining, though, was still Lansford's bedrock industry, and thousands of men toiled in the mines from a young age. One of them was Thomas Kennedy, born in Lansford in 1887, who began work as a breaker boy at age 12. His father died in the mines in his teen years, which prompted Kennedy to join the United Mine Workers when he reached adulthood. He rose rapidly in the Union, becoming its District 7 president in 1910. After 15 years in this capacity, he was named the United Mine Workers' overall secretary-treasurer, a position he'd hold for the next 22 years. During that time, Kennedy reached an even higher position when he was elected Pennsylvania's lieutenant governor in 1934, becoming the first Democrat to hold that position since 1887. He served 4 years under Governor George Earle and attempted to seek the governor's office after Earle's term, but did not gain the support of Democratic bosses. Kennedy subsequently resumed his work with the United Mine Workers, and in 1960 was named to succeed the legendary John Lewis as union president. Ill health forced Kennedy to relinquish the position after 2 years. He died in 1963 and today rests in Hazleton's St. Gabriel Cemetery. Railroads would also be a major industry in the Lansford area at the close of the 19th century, and the prominent line in Lansford at this time would be the Lehigh New England Railroad, which had been founded in 1895 from the remnants of the previous Pennsylvania, Poughkeepsie, and Boston Railroad. Lehigh Coal Navigation took control of the line in 1904, hoping to use it to move its coal into the New England states. The Central Railroad of New Jersey also had a controlling interest in the Lehigh New England, which would stretch south into the Lehigh Valley and east into the Poconos. Passenger service for the line ended in 1937, but coal and other freight continued to be moved on the rails until the Lehigh New England decided to dissolve on October 31, 1961. With coal traffic on a clear decline at that time, the Railroads Board felt ending operations on their own terms rather than going bankrupt was a better business decision. The railroad's tracks would be completely torn up by the end of the decade. The Lehigh New England's Lansford Station on Dock Street, however, would see a new life as Hill's Machine Shop for almost 40 years afterwards. It has since been purchased by Lansford Borough and is awaiting restoration. By the 1890s, trolleys were springing up in town all over the United States. Lansford was no exception to this, with the Tamaqua and Lansford Street Railway Company's founding in 1891. Backed by Lehigh Coal Navigation, which provided the power for the line, it carried its first passengers in October 1897. The original fare was a nickel for a trip to Coaldale and a dime for one to Tamaqua. Services were extended to Summit Hill in 1899 and to Mauch Chunk in 1903. In 1906, it bought out the Pottsville Union Traction Company. The enlarged company, now known as Eastern Pennsylvania Railways, expanded service to Pottsville by 1908, providing a total trackage of 35 miles between Schuylkill and Carbon County seats. In addition to its regular service, the line also operated a special funeral car, number 14, which transported deceased miners to local cemeteries. Fatally injured miners could ride it for free, while those going to the hospital had the fare docked from their paychecks. Another popular stop of the trolley line was Manila Grove Park, situated on a hill above today's Route 209 in Coaldale, just west of Lansford. Opened in 1898 and named in honor of the American Navy's victory in Manila Bay in the Spanish-American War, the park had as its centerpiece a figure-8-style roller coaster that opened to guests in 1910. It also featured picnic groves, a dance hall, a soda fountain, and miscellaneous smaller rides. The rise of automobiles spelled the end of the trolley line, and service in the Lansford area ceased in 1931, with buses taking over the routes. Manila Grove Park would also close in 1931.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hey! Did you know WYLN posts news stories and other bonus content on social media all week long? The Weather Kids, Fresh from the Farm, Everyday Heroes, Let's Talk Sports, Feel Good Friday, daily news stories, and more. Visit WYLNTV.com, Facebook, and YouTube to check it out. WYLN, the local leader on social media. We're your local network. Come shoot at Whitetail Preserve, 118 Boulevard Road in Bloomsburg. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 or 570-790-8969.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another segment of Trooper Talk Tuesday. I'm Trooper Anthony Petrosky, Trooper and Public Information Officer. Today I'm talking to you all about stalking. Now, stalking is defined as somebody who is following another person around. They're sitting, they're watching them, everywhere they go they're there, whether that person knows it or not, okay? This is a major offense, you can be arrested for this. Now, some tips if you think you're being stalked by somebody. Number one, get to a safe location and contact 911. Now, contacting 911, you can either do that by calling, or if you didn't know this, you're gonna learn it right now. You could text 911, and the number is 911. And you can simply text what the problem is and where you're at, and a police officer will be sent to your location. But contact 911, especially if you think somebody's following you, maybe to a location, you get to another spot, and they're there also, they're getting out of their car, they're sitting there watching you, call 911. Don't approach this person because you never know what their capabilities are. Contact 911, let us, the authorities, do our job into investigating this. And obviously, if they are stalking you, we will arrest them. Now, we have to be able to approve this in court, so we have to work on the investigation. So the quicker you contact us, the easier it's going to be for us to be able to do our investigation and ultimately arrest this person. This is a major offense. You can be arrested for this. And if you know somebody that is being stalked, say something, okay? Do the right thing. Contact 911, contact local police department in the area where this is happening, and so we could do an investigation. Because unfortunately, this does happen. Not too long ago, there was an attempted abduction right here in Hazel Township. And maybe these types of events can be prevented in the future. So contact 911 if you think you're being stalked, get to a safe location where there's people around, and then call 911. Let us do our job. I hope you got something out of this Trooper Talk segment, and I'll see you back here next time on Trooper Talk Tuesday.
You're watching WYLN TV 35,